In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable Google Auth in Supabase. We'll walk through the exact places to click, what each setting means, and a few tips to avoid common OAuth pitfalls so you can get users signing in with their Google accounts smoothly. Start by opening the Supabase dashboard and signing in. If you don't already have a project, create a new one and give it a moment to initialize. Once your project is ready, open it from the dashboard. From the left-hand menu, go to Authentication. This is where all things sign-in and user management live. Next, head to the Sign In and Providers section, then into Auth Providers. You'll see a list of available identity providers. Select Google. On the Google Provider page, flip on the option to enable Sign In with Google. This unlocks the configuration fields for your Google OAuth credentials. You'll need a Google Cloud OAuth client ID and client secret. These come from a Google Cloud project where you've created OAuth 2.0 credentials. If you haven't done that yet, pause here, set up the OAuth client in Google Cloud, and make sure the authorized redirect URI matches what Supabase shows on this page. Supabase displays the exact redirect URL you need. Copy it into your Google Cloud OAuth settings so the redirect mismatch error doesn't happen later. Paste your client ID and client secret into the corresponding fields in Supabase. Double check there are no extra spaces and that you've used the correct environment, for example, production versus a local test app. Keep these credentials secure and rotate them if they're ever exposed. You'll also see advanced options like skip nonce checks. A nonce is an extra security value used to prevent replay attacks. Only enable skip nonce checks if your flow explicitly requires it, as it reduces protection. Another option is allow users without an email. Most Google accounts include verified emails, so leave this off unless you have a specific reason to allow accounts without email addresses. When everything looks right, click Save. Supabase will validate and store the configuration. From here, you can test sign-in using your app's UI, the Supabase Auth UI, or by invoking the Auth sign-in with Google method in your code. If you hit a redirect URI error, update the authorized redirect URIs in Google Cloud to exactly match the URL shown in Supabase. If consent screen issues appear, confirm that the scopes and publishing status of your Google app are set correctly. That's it. Google Auth is now enabled in your Supabase project. Thanks for watching and happy building.